Hey, what's going on? It was a little bit late. Turned the stream on and then decided to go upstairs. Forgive me. How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday. We're here. We're back with the Tower of God. Everything okay over there? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Pull up the chat. We're good. Oh, we're back. Another week. Another episode. I think they're okay. Turn this up. So I had started the playlist and then realized that I opened the wrong playlist. So now I'm like I'm using my new playlist that's still a work in progress. There's like 7 songs in it. I think we'll be fine. I'm all over the place just a little bit. What's up, Arthur? What's up, Salam? Happy Monday. I can't say I didn't get spoiled. Like at least once a week I'll see a future Tower of God panel. So currently there are 2 panels that are still hanging over our head. I won't say I'll say one of them because it's like very obvious that this would happen. But one of them isn't obvious, so I won't say it. But I've seen an Yvonne Kell panel, nothing crazy. She's just standing there. So it's like, I don't mind saying that because eventually we're going to cut over to Yvonne Kell in this fight. Just like for those couple of panels we cut over to Caliban where he's just like, oh, great. And then we cut back. So eventually we'll see Yvonne Kell. So I'm letting it be known that I have seen an Yvonne Kell. Is there anything playing? Doesn't look like it. So I'm letting it be known I've seen an Yvonne Kell panel. It's nothing crazy. There's no fighting, nothing nuts going on. It's just her standing there. But there's still another panel that's hanging over our heads that is kind of like, ugh. It is kind of so I won't say it just for the people that aren't reading the Raws, I guess. That's what you guys are reading. So yeah. We ended last week with Baam luring in White, getting White close so that White can stick his sword inside of him. No pause. What's up, Maltz? And we ended off with this moment of struggle between Baam and White on, is White gonna overpower Baam because he's an Ari, he never lets go of his sword, or is Baam gonna overpower him and absorb him? So I'm just gonna assume from the amount of people that are here, nothing crazy happens. Or if it does, you guys just don't love me anymore. It's okay. So what's up, Ivan? What's going on? It's late for you, I know that. Have a good one. What's up, CE? But that's where we left off. I'm not gonna waste any time. Here we go. Even though I've been wasting a bunch of time, I'll shut up. Zoom in one time. There we go. All right. Where's the cursor? Here we go. This brat was waiting for me to put my sword in him. I can't even say it. I tried. I'm sorry. You know what? I can throw this right here. That works. It does, huh? Yes, it does. Here we go. All right. The power is being sucked in. Is he trying to take my power? Using my sword as a medium? He's never going to let go of the sword since he's the sword himself. The last 3 chapters of the Raw are absolutely fire. And it's sad people messing with streamers, which are only, yeah, it sucks. I know crazy things are happening. I don't know what they consist of, but crazy things are happening. All right, here we go. How dare you challenge me and my sword? How preposterous. This is my sword and my power. I'll never let go of this power. Didn't he said something that echoed this sentiment? Didn't he say something that echoed this sentiment? Like during the dollar show when Baam stole the souls from him and then beat him? Maybe not and like let go of this power, but the same power trip that White usually goes on. All right, here we go. A dark twist. Of course we cut away. Damn it. I can't move at all. So you're one of the Kuhn family known for teaming up with the Slayer candidate, Kuhn Agüero Agnes. I'm a member of the Kuhn family who entered this battle as Jihad's arm. Huh? Oh, I am a member of the Kuhn family who entered this battle as Jihad's army with Masheni. It's like a mercenary, so to speak. Okay. He probably said something about the soul's Baam belonging to him. Yep. Something along the lines of it's my power. Something like that. I like how he said as Jihad's army. But why did I help you? Since I entered the battle to help you guys. Alright. I'm a member of the Kuhn family who entered this battle as Jihad's army with Machete. It's like a mercenary, so to speak. As Jihad's army? But why did I help you? Since I entered the battle to help you guys. This could be worded so much better, but I get it. Help us? Let's save this talk for later when we're not busy. We entered the battle. For now, I need to send you guys to Masheni. Also, you also want to get out of here and help your friend, don't you? Right, but I'll give this mouse to you. So once you make it through the field, do us a favor. What do you say? It's a good I'm all over the place. I'll give this mouse to you. So once you make it through the field, do us a favor. What do you say? It's a good proposition, right? A favor. What is it? Am I the only one that's struggling? I feel like I'm struggling. Is it done on purpose because they're supposed to be smarter than me, so I can't read what they're saying perfectly fine? It's like they're speaking in riddles. And I don't get. It's weird to me. It's like they're speaking in like riddles. Like Asensio is saying things, and then like Kuhn is filling in what he's saying. I'm stupid. I've had a long day. I'm actually really tired. Let me shut up. A favor? What is it? It's nothing that big, so don't worry too much. I came to help you after all. How can I trust that you came to help us? Ooh, you're one suspicious little boy. Translation is notoriously bad lately, yeah. You always read my bad English. Your English is not this bad. It's not even bad at all. Here, take it. Masheni will tell you what sort of favor we need. If you want to make a deal, shouldn't you state your terms first? You're going to take it anyway, aren't you? Don't you know hesitating is the worst thing you can do in this situation? Fine, I'll take it. Excellent choice. But how are you going to get out? There's only one mouse. Oh, don't worry about that. Isn't that guy a mouse too? Yeah, you might as well. That's not a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny. That's funny. It's just like, this guy's a mouse, right? And it's just like, you know what? You're not wrong. Knock yourself out. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, you might as well give it a try. It's not a, oh gosh. It's not a very far-fetched idea. And we're back. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's happening? Participant Kuhn has arrived to the field. That's a fire panel of them. That's Baam. Oh, I like this. I don't exactly know what's going on, but But doesn't it seem like Baam and White are fighting to take power from each other? Thank you, Kuhn. Thank you for the explanation. I need to help Baam or get yourself killed. Is there any good way? Oh, the sweet fish. Come to think of it, this sweet fish could be connected to White with a spell. If I use this sweet fish, I'll be able to I'll be able to help Baam take White's power. I was told it would be dangerous to keep using this mysterious power, but now is not the time to think about that. Huh? What kind? So, because we used the sweet fish to power White up before, they have a connection, so we're gonna use the sweet fish again to... Let me keep reading, because the last I remembered the sweet fish is like a phoenix down, and it gives people strength, like if it's applied to them. Like if he uses it on them, it'll give them a power boost. Unless these translations are like completely wrong, why would we, what are we doing? Are we gonna boost Baam with the sweet fish? I guess that's what we're gonna do. But what's the point of saying the sweet fish is connected to White? I think we use the sweet fish to give him the souls from... I don't know. I'm confused at that. Like, if we didn't say this right here, we could have just said we could give Baam a boost and it'll make him stronger than White. What it seems like, if I keep reading, I might get the answer. But what it seems like right here, it feels like Kuhn's gonna use the sweet fish to counteract what they did before, to kind of like power him. I don't know. Let me keep reading. Sweet fish, go help Baam. Go. Why do I feel like this is just gonna end up bad? And I feel like this isn't gonna work. Or maybe it will work. I don't know. These flames. It's Kunaguero Agnes. Damn it, my whole body is burning up. I hate getting hot, but I have to hold out until Baam absorbs White's power completely. Why not absorb the sweet fish while we're at it? Take that too. I don't know. The last thing I need is a saboteur. I guess, yeah, because a saboteur springs a sabotage. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. But I've been using this sword since birth. No one in this tower is better at handling it than me. Whatever tricks you're trying to pull, you can't take my power away using this sword. Okay, wait, all right. He's unleashing power. Don't let Mom take Kuhn's stuff too. He likes his privacy inside of Kuhn. Alright. We cut away. To be thinking it was your win serves you right. You didn't know I could attack you once, did you? Stupid crab, man. Whew. You caught it. Rock. Kaiser. Elaine. Are you alive? I'm alive. Me too. That crab smashed the railings. I think he can attack us, but what should we do? This is the worst arc when it comes to cuts because there's so many different levels of things happening. Like if we were cutting from fight to fight to fight to fight, it'd be fine. Like we're cutting from Baam and White having the most hype battle possible to a fishing game to now at this point it's Doom and Yama just having a conversation. Like if we were like when it was cutting from, even though I wasn't vibing with the story, if we're cutting from Baam and White to Yes Racha and Yama, just like cool, like we're cutting from a fight to a fight. Don't cut me from this crazy fight to a fishing game. Like why? Why? All right, that crab smashed the railings. I think he can attack us, but what should we do? We've got to help the black turtle now. Well, wait a second. There's got to be an item that can turn this situation around. This is Summon Spear Bearer. Summons a Spear Bearer to a designated field and lets one shoot. Effect: the spear will hit the target at least once. That seems convenient. If I can use this item, I can help Baam. But can we do this without Rak being a Spear Bearer? Excuse me. Now I shall eat this fish. Nope, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Would it count that did it count the crab taking it, or did it count Hackney taking it? Ooh, he's gonna catch this fish. This boy's been reduced to catching fish. This boy's been reduced to catching fish. It's crazy. That was close. I can't attack you directly now, but I can attack the fish. Now that there's no railing to stand on, you're all dead meat. What should we do? We can't help people in the field like this. That's crazy. It just looks like they took a panel and just stuck it up there. That's crazy. If you go out to the field, can you do damage to White with your spear? Of course I can. I'm asking you seriously. I'm serious too. I even brought a hidden weapon. It's damn too heavy to use now, but still. What do you mean, Hackney? Oh gosh. It's okay. I'll trust you. Kaiser, Elaine, you think we can manage running from the crab until everyone reaches the finish line? I don't know what you're thinking, but if this can help Baam, just do it. We're gonna cut right when it happens, huh? All right then. Goodness. We'll have to put our lives on the line. You have bought Summon a Spear Bearer. Item used. The Spear Bearer will be teleported. Huh? Rak, be ready. Be ready. What's going on with me? My eye. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. I have no energy to be screaming, Rak, go help Baam. Be ready, Rak. You have a chance. You have a chance. Be ready. Don't end yet, please. Okay, here we go. Black turtle. Come out. Oh, okay. Rak's ancient spear carrier. Can we get like buff Rak, please? Rak, be ready. Rak, be quick. Rak, jump over a candlestick. Before coming to the wall, canine lab inside the cage. So you want to use this spear that smashed Doom's head. Right. But this is too big and too heavy to carry around. Then I'll renovate a canine carrier for this spear. That way you'll be able to carry it around in the carrier. What do you say? And he's happy. Sounds good. It was still damn inconvenient to use, so I couldn't take it out of the carrier. But this is the right moment. Is he just gonna... Is Rock just gonna throw the whole thing? Thank you for subbing. I saw it up here. Thank you for subbing. I have to move it down. But this is the right moment. The Shinsu Rain adds tension to it. It'll pierce through everything. Ah, it's a good panel nonetheless. But you guys know what I'm gonna say. The spear that smashed Doom's head. This is a cool chapter. This is a cool chapter. This is a cool chapter. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of every, well, give me a second. I don't know. Trying to think how I feel about Kuhn showing up and Rak showing up. Trying to think about how I feel about that. I don't know. Like if I'm trying to take away like my personal grievances. Like I don't like Chibi Rock. I don't think I've ever liked Chibi Rock. Like I want like me personally, I want the Rock that we're introduced to. Like that's the version of Rock I like the most. I've never been a big fan of the Chibi Rock, so just a personal preference, I would like that. I've never been 100% sold on the Sweet Fish either, and I don't like Kuhn's usage of it, even though people will try to probably argue it. People agree with me, but then some people argue it like, what is he supposed to do? I don't know, but I've never been sold on the Sweet Fish, and I don't like Chibi Rock. So the fact that the Sweet Fish and Chibi Rock are going to be the ones to help either save Baam from being absorbed by White or fighting White off, or helping Baam absorb White, it's just kind of like a personal preference. But overall for the story, like I think it's like I think it's fine. It's just my personal, like just what I like. It's not necessarily hype to me. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can like push that aside and assess it. But it's just like this panel. Like I'm looking at this panel, and it's an amazing panel. It's an amazing panel. I just wish it was Big Rock. That's it. That's all. Like I just wish it was Big Rock. I feel like the last time we've seen Big Rock was when he ran up on Redacted. We've probably seen him after, but the fact that right after the Hidden Floor, I think that was right. That was before the Hidden Floor or after the Hidden Floor? I think that was right after the Hidden Floor. Yeah, it was after the Hidden Floor because he ran up on her because of what happened with Kuhn. It was after the Hidden Floor, and Rock ran up on her first. I remember like screaming my head off. I feel like that's the last time we seen him. And we probably have seen him after that. I don't remember. That's the version of Rock I like. I understand the compression and this and that and all the lore behind why Rock is in this form. No, I don't think we will either. Which sucks. Because for me personally, I remember having this conversation a long time ago in defense of, I'm pretty sure some of you that if you've been here a while, you've heard me like bring up this argument when this was early in the read through, when people tried to argue me about how the anime destroyed Rock's character. And I'm like, what character? Rock has been one note for the entire series because we've yet to get any information about him. Like, he had one speech that wasn't included in the anime, and he's been comedic relief since the moment he's been introduced in the series. And I feel like the chibi part was more comedic relief, like the big monstrous monster that Rock is in this chibi form. And now he's like the mascot. So it's just like, all right, I've never vibed with it. I understand a lot of people have said that Rock is the hardest character from the draw, but then at some point, I remember halfway through my read through, they were like, no, that's not the reason why, yada yada yada. It was a lot of contention, but I'm thinking it's along the lines of drawing a gigantic Rock every single time Rock is around. It's cumbersome, especially if you want to have an arc with Rock in it. You have to draw him this big monstrosity on this, like, and you have to keep the scale correct, and we know the scale issues that we've had in the series before. So it's like, I get it, but doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean I like it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just me personally. For a lot of people, everyone loves Rock like this. There definitely wasn't. I remember the consensus in thinking that the reason why Rock wasn't drawn in his big form was because so you had difficulty drawing, and then that like changed like somewhere in the mid 200s of season 2, and then it just got foggy, so I just forgot. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I like normal Rock too, but I understand why we don't get normal Rock. It's just, it sucks. It just sucks. I understand it, but man, I feel like this panel would have been like tenfold hype if Big Rock was standing here with, because I feel like it would have been something cool, like if Rock was like, the thing is heavy, this thing is really heavy, and I know that I don't know, I'm pretty sure just because he's in this chibi form doesn't mean he's any less stronger than what he would be in his big form. It's just more convenient for him to be, like, in story reason. It's like more convenient to compress or whatever. It's the same thing Inga does. So I think it just would have been a cool moment for him to bring out this, what is it called? This legendary, what was the name of this thing? Rock's ancient spear carrier. For him to pull this thing out, and then for him to assume like his big form again, so that he can just launch this thing. I felt like that would have been a really cool moment. I think that would have been a really cool moment. Next one's gonna be better, much better. Okay, this chapter is really unfortunate for me as well. Yeah, it's a good, like, it's not a bad chapter. It's just, for me personally, like, cutting back to the crab is just like, okay. And just the sweet fish. I've never been sold on the sweet fish. He might go big to throw it though. And if we get the moment where he's about to throw and then he go like, and then he turns big and throws it, I'll redact everything from this little complaint that I'm saying. But it's that and the sweet fish. It's just I've never been sold on the sweet fish. I've never been sold on the sweet fish. And I think the reason a matter of fact, I'm remembering the reason I don't like the sweet fish is because Kuhn has a legendary ice spear that he can develop, and he stopped using it for the sweet fish. I remember why I remember complaining about it, because I'm like, the dude, he spent time in the hidden floor, procuring the spear, developing it, all of these things, and he just doesn't use it anymore. But he uses the sweet fish because it's a get out of jail free card, but then at the same time it completely goes against his nature. So I guess that's why there's a drawn, like, we're drawn to the compelling back and forth between Kuhn's ideals and using the sweet fish, since he's an ice user that has this this random fire ability. I don't even remember how the hell he got the sweet fish. I don't remember. I had to reread. But I've never been sold on it. I've never been sold on it. And it's not like, it feels like a cop-out sometimes, but how Kuhn uses it. Like, he spammed it all throughout the cage. That's what kept turning me off more and more and more. Because Kuhn is, CU has set up Kuhn to be a smart character. I view Kuhn as a smart character. So whenever he was in the cage and he was just spamming the sweet fish after receiving it, and he doesn't know what the sweet fish does. He says as much. He doesn't know what it does. He even got a terrible omen, but he just kept spamming it. And it's just like, I feel like you're smarter than this, Kuhn. I don't know. Maybe we should try to think of something. I feel like the sweet fish should be like a last resort of some sorts, and it felt spammy, and you could think, well, you could be like, well, he was gonna die, and then he used it, and then he powered up the canine chick with the arms so that she could fight, and then he did it. It's just like, I get it, but there has to be something else. There has to be something else that he could think of in these situations that would not resort to him using the sweet fish. Like, yeah, we need to power White up so that he can get us through the situation. Let's use the sweet fish and feed the man souls. It's stuff like that. I don't know. A couple of chapters ago, I said, for me, it feels like Kuhn has lost. Okay. To me, it feels like Kuhn has lost what made him what made me like him. I liked Kuhn's character when he was the smart guy. And now, the higher we climb, the more smart people and older people we encounter. Yeah, that's right. He's the one that got, I remember now, because they needed to wake him back up. And when Yeon, they had to find his flame and they had to strike him, and then he got this, like, all I remember. Thank you. What's up, Gabriel? I didn't even see that was you that said it. Pause. But for me, I just feel like Kuhn has, like, he's lost what made him a cool character for me. Now Kuhn is just a character for me. Because, like, the start of season 2, how he was able to manipulate everything, and it's just like, I understand, like, he's still a regular at the end of the day, so there's no way he's gonna climb the tower with an irregular and all of these different rankers, high rankers, slayers, and he's gonna be the big man on campus. I get that, but then we have to do something with him. This is the issue when you run into a team dynamic with a main character that has a destiny and is fated to do all these things. You have to do something smart with your characters, your supporting characters, so that they don't fall behind. I don't think I know a series that has done a good job at it. Um, I don't think I don't think I've seen a series that fully develops supporting characters alongside of a main character that is super OP. Like, I'm not talking about series where all, like, the main character is like a really good swordsman or something like that, or he's a regular person, but not that. I'm talking about like super powered people, and the main character has a destiny, and he's fated for all of these things. Like, I don't know of a series that follows those guidelines that has done a group dynamic good. I feel like the group dynamic has been done really good, but I think it's a natural point to which you're gonna get to a regular can't keep up with an irregular. A ranker can't keep up with an irregular. A high ranker can't keep up with an irregular. There's going to come a point in time when Baam is going to dwarf every single person that he is around. There is nobody that is currently with him that will ever be able to live, like, to be able to catch up to what Baam eventually could be. So now that we're starting to see Baam expand his wings, pun intended, stretch his power, tap into this deep power that is inside of him, and he's starting to just like quickly rise above everyone else. I don't think that's a fault on the series. I feel like at this point the series was set up that way, so now we have to do something with the supporting characters to make them progress more naturally. That I feel like that needs to happen. That's why I think people are saying that Baam needs to be trapped in the suspendium to give these characters time to grow and be ready for the future. Really hoping he can. I don't want Baam to get put into suspended anime. I don't know what would happen to him in the suspendium. Would he be like in suspended animation? I don't want that, because will he be able to grow in the suspendium? I explain that to me, Arthur. I don't know how Baam going, what that would happen. What would happen if Baam goes into the suspendium? That I don't understand. He flexed a bit in the earlier chapters with the fishing thing that got them the points against the crab, but for now the scope of the battle, he's just a speck of dust. Yeah, it's a freaking crab game, Gabriel. I get it, but it's a game against a crab. However, things will settle down a bit. I'm sure he'll start shining more when we get closer to Princess Maria and the target deleted. Yeah, that's just the stuff we need to get to. Just like we need to get Rock's backstory to build his character back up. I don't know if you've seen the blog post, but he has talked about this power scaling problems in them. I have not seen the blog post. I said I was going to. I think he means Baam is frozen for many years and everyone else catches up. I don't like that, because that defeats the point. Why freeze our main character and keep him stagnant? Because I don't know. I don't like that one at all. That's not Arthur's. I think Arthur is pulling from other people, but I don't like that idea at all. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't heard an idea that I can get over. Yeah, it's a fan theory. Trying to poorly fix the power scaling, saying that Baam can be put down into suspendium. I personally don't think there's a power scaling issue. That's me. I don't think, however, I'm worried about Baam since he got stabbed by white souls. Me personally, I don't think there's a power scaling issue. People go to power scaling issues when they can't get over something that was written in story. It's an in-story beat that Baam is an irregular. Like, if you can't process the fact that your main character is an irregular, if you can't process that, and the fact of being an irregular will make you stronger than, like, I don't think, to me, that's not a power scaling issue. I don't think that, like, that has been evident since the moment the series started and we learned what an irregular was and that Baam was an irregular. That's always been there. We were always going to get to a point where the people around him were not going to be able to keep up. We were always going to get to that point. I don't think that's a power scaling issue. I think that's just something you've written into your story, and now you just got to think about how you can write the story to service the fact that you have a character that doesn't come from the same, like you have one person that does not come from the same world that these people come from. They abide by different rules. They were never, like, they're not supposed to interact like that, really. So now you have to do something. That's why, to me, like, if Kuhn and Rak and all the other people that have been around Baam get even anywhere near the level of Baam anytime soon, that would turn me off, because Baam is because he's an irregular. We just have to accept the fact. I feel like CU just needs to make it clean and cut. This whole group thing, unless we can figure out how to work this and he can take the administrator test and we can climb, this group dynamic is over. Them being a group can't work, but they can still be friends. Just establish that. No, they can't climb the tower together anymore, but they still can be friends. They still can work together, and they still can make this climb to fight jihad. That still can happen. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. One doesn't have to come with the other. Kuhn, Rak, all of them, they can still climb the tower because they have to. They're regulars. Baam can still be over there, but they can still be in correspondent with each other. If Baam climbs floors mad fast, like say if he goes off on his own and he climbs the floors mad fast and they're taking their time, he can come back down whenever he wants to. And those are things that can happen. Those are things that can definitely happen. So those, like, we just need, personally, that just needs to happen. Let them get strong on their own and let Baam get strong on his own. They're not the same. If the whole power scaling thing would only be a problem to me if Baam was actually a regular and he was not an irregular. If Baam was a regular and he was doing all of this, I would have been dropped this series. 100%. I would have dropped this series hundreds of chapters ago. I wouldn't have got invested. But he's an irregular. He's not one of them. It's different. I don't think that's a power scaling issue, because Kuhn, Rak, any other regular that is in this series, they always struggle when there's someone stronger than them around. Remove Baam. Remove him. Anybody else has never done anything close to what Baam has done and the feats that he's been able to do. Everybody else has legit problems with anyone that's just a little bit stronger than them. Baam's the only one that transcends, and they just reap off the benefits of being around him. That's what it is. So we just need to figure out what we're gonna do as far as the group dynamic. That's why I personally think time skip us 10 years, 50 years, 100 years. Time's not a thing in this series. Time skip us enough time to the point where when we get Baam back, he's a huge, incredible person. Hell, time skip us to when they become rankers. I don't care. Or when we get close. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Do something, but they need to separate. They need to. Baam needs to become his own person without having people meddle with his development, because that's all that's happening. People are just meddling with his development, and they need to be able to get on without Baam, because they climbed up however far they climbed up to the workshop, and then they came together, they separated a little, and then they've been together ever since, climbing the hell train, all this other stuff, Lord Death. Like, they need to separate. They need to do some stuff on their own, legit, for real this time. They need to figure out, Rak needs to figure out this whole ancient thing with the different powers, the avatar thingy. Kuhn needs to figure out the sweet fish and the ice spear, and like we need to figure all this stuff out. We need to have all this stuff worked out, because they'll never work it out being around Baam. They never will. Baam needs to just go off on his own. He needs to go with Hansung, Jinsung, Ivankel, I don't care, Karaka, Yam, I don't care who it is. He needs to go off with people that are comparable, equal to him, or stronger than him, so that he can learn from them, just like he did with the Hell Train, when he fought all those different people and he absorbed all those different experiences and he created his own fighting style. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. I think Kuhn, Rak, and everyone else need to climb normally. I don't think it's viable for Baam to climb normally. I don't think he needs to climb, period. I just think he needs to do what he needs to do so that he can present himself to the family leaders eventually. I don't think he needs to climb the tower and be a ranker. I don't think he needs to do all of that. I don't think he needs to do any of that. They do. I don't think he does. That's me. That's my personal preference. And I'm not saying, when I'm saying like they need to separate, they still need to be in contact because they're still friends. They're still friends at the end of the day. So they just need to figure out what they need to do in order to progress this further. That's why I think CU is saying the progression is tricky for him right now. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, because there's going to be some people that would be upset that the group is splitting up again. There 100% is going to be people that are upset about that. I feel like it's inevitable at this point. I personally have no issue with it. None whatsoever. Normal climbing just on the Wangnan side for now. I agree. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen because in this series at any point, like if Jihad really wanted to end this, at any point he could come from his throne and just destroy everything. But he doesn't. So it's like he at any point he could do that. Any point anybody can show up and just end all of this. At any point that can happen. Like we're still sitting on the edge of our seats waiting to see who's going to come through the portal. That's still up in the air. I don't believe Wong would climb normally since he's got the new weapon. No, we have to touch back with him. We have to. There's so much to go on with him. Is Wong gonna be is he gonna end up being a bad guy? Are we gonna be able to have an arc where we can turn his character back somewhat? Because Wong is just in a spot where I'm iffy on him. I wasn't really vibing with what he was doing the last time we seen him. I would like Kuhn following someone more like Repalista. Imagine Baam finding a family family leader, and Kuhn messing with the lighthouses. It's something cool. Something cool. I'm really curious if the weapon told who he has to kill. Yeah. People say he's doing vlogs. It's talking sword now, getting millions of subs. Oh, what's it called in Tower of God? There's isn't there I know there's a gaming system. There's something else. What is it? Or he just agreed without knowing who it was. Knowing Wong, he just agreed without knowing who it was. That's right up his alley. That's his character. He just does things. Doesn't think things through. Doesn't think things through. Never forget. Claudian looked him in the face and said somebody would die. The box. Yeah, yeah. Claudian looked him in the face and told him that somebody would die. He discarded it, and then when people died, was destroyed. Like, come on, man. Get serious. Come on, man. It wouldn't surprise me either. It would not surprise me either. It wouldn't surprise me if Wong gets built up to be like some sort of antagonist. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me if he got built up to be some sort of antagonist. Not a villain, an antagonist. Just have him be manipulated to the point in which he's doing things that directly affect our our main characters, our group. If that does happen, the hell with him. Get rid of him. I like Wang. I like Wang. I like Wang Wang. I don't know what I'm calling the boy anymore. I like him. I don't like him that much. What I'm curious about right now is how much the Lopobia family head knows about what's going on, because I feel like he has to show up at this point with these portals. At least, well, let's at least hope that Baam would set free the souls that White killed, not revive them. Just let them be at peace after sucking him up. Yeah, be lame if you got tricked by Machine and stuff. There's two caveats to it. If done the right way, Machine plotting and somehow getting a dumb, like, Lopobia family head has to be an idiot. Like, if we get to see him and he's just a drill bit, then I'm fine with him being tricked. Like, if he has a drill bit personality, like, he's still a family leader at the end of the day, but he's just just enough of a drill bit that he could get tricked by someone that's crafty enough. But I can see it. It'd have to be done the right way. But I do feel like he has to show up. I wouldn't, me personally, if I was writing something, I wouldn't tease that if I wasn't gonna have someone of high status show their face on the battlefield. And I feel like there hasn't been much emphasis besides a few arcs, like the Name Hunt Station, just for a few things with Elaine and some other things. There hasn't been much emphasis on the direct children of the family leaders being these influential people, like being as impactful as the family heads. We haven't, like, we know of them, and we can imagine that they're strong because they are the direct descendant of a family leader. So unless we're gonna get into that and we're going to expand that world and build what these families are with the leader at the top and how much the influence of a child of a family leader is, introducing one of them would just be like, okay, it's, oh cool, it's so-and-so's, it's the first child of so-and-so. That's a cool thing to see. But at this point, I feel like the Lopobia head has to show up. He has to. I don't need him to fight. I don't need him to do anything. Even if you wanted to have him show up and have him come with one of his children, like one of his direct children, not like how we call, like, he's the child of so and so, like his actual child. I agree, man. I could care less about the eighth son. I want to see family heads. But if he shows up and he, like, so say if the eighth son shows up and Lopobia shows up just to watch, I'm cool. I just need him there, because for me, him being there shows that Baam, the noise that Baam is making is louder than what we think it is. That's me. It would show that the noise this boy is making, he's not even halfway through the tower, but the noise he's making is definitely catching their eyes. Like, Jihad's aware, but it would definitely mean, and Gasang is aware, but it would mean that he is making more noise than we think. I just need him to show up. I need him to show up, because if he's showing up, I could interpret that as him needing to see with his own two eyes if this boy is all the hype, in less words. Excuse me. if he's all the hype, if he's everything that he's been made up to be, that's why I would want him to show up. Other than that, nah, I'd be like, okay, cool, 8th son, whatever. Unless the 8th son is the coolest looking character in the entire series. Like, if that's the case, then I'll eat my words a little bit. I'll let him rock out. But but I think he needs to show up. I think at this point, so we got to get some big family. We definitely do. I'd imagine him simply showing up would make everyone on our side give up. I agree. Kasang said Baam could be worthy of their equal. I would hope all family heads are very interested in him. Yes. It because he's one of them. That's the thing. He's one of them. He is an irregular. If there hasn't been, like, if Mazino is what we deem to be the last irregular before Redacted and Baam showing up in the tower, like outside of Enryu, like an actual like irregular being brought into the tower and climbing, if Mazino was the last one since them, outside of like an Enryu or someone else that's popped in at one spot and left, at some point you would think as an irregular you would want to see what this new irregular is like. Me, I know I would be like, eventually, especially if this irregular is making noise, like everywhere he goes there's something happens, I'd be like, what is this dude about? And especially if he's made it to my nest, he's pushed through the first wall, he's doing all of these things, I'd at least poke my head through just so I can see him with my own eyes and be like, what is this kid really about? That's what I'm thinking. Now thinking back, Sophia said that if Leslie joins this battle, their family head would have to step in. Perhaps this goes both ways. So you're thinking if a family head doesn't like interfere, that Leslie will feel compelled to step forward? At this point, there's no reason to stay in the shadows, and we just need to step forward now. I like that. I like that a lot. I think the one issue that I'm thinking about right now is, and I don't know if this has been an issue before, I haven't thought about it, and it's never been an issue for me, but if you start showing the family heads, why not just show all of them? You get what I mean? If the portal that Sophia put there was not being able to escape, but to make a ooh, that's a good one, Arthur. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I like that. What if it's not a way for them to escape, but it's a way to bring someone powerful here? I like that. I like that so much, I forgot what I was just saying. I like that. I forgot what I was just saying. I saw a theory last night about Arlen still being in the tower. I don't know what the theory is, but I definitely think she's still in the tower. How'd she get out? I don't know. Who knows? What was I saying? About if you show one family head, why not start showing all of them? Because we've seen Gaston, and since seeing Gaston, how he was introduced, I was never pressed to see another one. Just let the story tell me. But now that we're getting into like the precursors of a tower war, at this point, if a family head shows up in combat, why not just have another one show up or another one show up? Let's like wouldn't even have to fight the leader properly, just putting up enough pressure to retreat. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It brought up something they called the 5 stars of the tower, which I had never noticed before. How'd she get out? And I'm laughing at omnipotence. Apparently you can see 5 stars from everywhere in the tower or something, and it was in the place she found. I think it could be like One Piece Ron, just showing the wavering rumors about the defeat of Jahad's forces on the nest and showing their faces to us. Something like, yeah. See, this is where I've never watched One Piece or read it all the way through, but I keep up with it. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember seeing like the first time you got to see some of the Yonko. I remember seeing something like that. Even like getting like one by one getting to see the admirals and stuff. It's cool. I think it could be something like that. I'm at the point where how I view Tower of God and how I view a lot of series, I like to go like left and have fun with something, but I still can come back to center and think about where the series could go. Nobody would like this except for me and a few other people. Let's just say Lopobia. Did we bring this up before? Lopobia shows up and Baam beats him. What does that do? What does that do to the tower? I think we talked about like we just were freestyling about stuff, but if we really lock into it, what happens? This is the last thing. I got to get out of here. I got a stream starting in 5 minutes. But let's just hypothetically, if Lopobia head shows up and somehow, some way, the rumor gets around, even if Baam didn't do it, but the rumor gets around that Baam, Juvial Grace, the Slayer candidate who is a regular, defeated one of the great family leaders. What would that do to the tower? What would that do to the tower? Just something like just a tagline like that, because we see how much like the media in the tower runs with the fact that Juvial Grace, the Slayer candidate, is at the workshop battle. Juvial Grace, the C rank ranker, beat a ranker. Like we see what rumors do in the tower. So what would a rumor of Juvial Grace, the Slayer candidate, defeating one of the great family leaders? What would that do? At that point, it would send the Lopobia family into a frenzy. Because if a Slayer candidate could challenge the Lopobia family head and win, why not just ransack? Right? Why not just ransack the Lopobia family? There's no way they can take us if we rush them. Right? Why not? Why not do that? All these rogue groups will be definitely taking their shots at anybody that's Lopobia. It will be a bit weird since it seems like Lopobia is the only family leader that's with Jahad. Seems like the others be doing their own thing. Yeah. Yeah. Seen a lot of people hoping Lustlek shows up and fighting. I've never even, until you guys brought it up to me, I didn't even think about it. But now that you guys have brought that up to me, I like that idea a lot. The whole thing about like Sophia setting that thing up, so it's not an escape, but it's a way for someone to get in. I like that. I really do like that. I like him showing up. That'd be fire, man. That'd be so dope if he showed up. Man, that'd be cool. That'd be so freaking cool. That would be cool, man. Come on. I need it. I need to see that now. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. All right. I'm going to close out. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I got assassination class to watch in 2 minutes. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Just a few of us today, but I like it better this way. We get to we got through a lot. We were able to talk through a lot. We were able to talk through a lot. I like it as long as he's not equal to him. I agree. As long as he's not equal. Just like you said, just enough to just enough so that it can cause like a separation. Just enough. There's going to be a lot of plot lines remaining in the nest. Yama's parents, Pix against White, the leader of the. There is a lot up in the air, because there's still a lot. We got Calivan still has to have his battle with Liberic. I had to think of his name. We still have that hanging over our heads. We still have Ivan Kell and Hansung and Lefaf, what they're doing with the portal. We got the Baam and White whole thing going down with Team Raccoon Bomb. We have Yama and Doom going up against Yasaracha. So there's a lot that's still on the table currently. We still have a Gus and everybody back, taking care of everything, holding everything off while our team advanced ahead. And so like the people we still have all this stuff. Yeah, and Liberic was sitting it seemed like Liberic was sitting on the portal. So what does this mean? Is Ivan Kell gonna run into Liberic? Is it gonna happen at the same time where eventually someone like what's her name? Chian-Hee's gonna show up. She's gonna be the one to show up on Calivan's field so that he can use the jump pad and he can go see Liberic. So how is all this stuff gonna chop down? There's still a lot left on the table. There's still a lot left on the table. So appreciate you guys again. This is talking about Tower God is fun. Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of your weekend, and God willing, I hope I'll see you back here next Monday for episode 95 of season 3. So thank you again. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you. Peace out.